Hello there, Josh here from Southwest Mechanical Marvels. It's a good day today. The postman's been with another box right here, and it's another engine from Stirlingkit, and I cannot wait to show you what this engine is. It's something a little bit different, but something that I really like in the full-size variant of them. So let's get it unboxed and let's see what it is. It's the round table again. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of this. But yeah, here's the box. It's a bit of a plain box this time. It's nothing too special like the Lister D one or anything like that. But you can tell it is going to be something special, and it's been packed really well. You can see on there we have got the Chinese writing there and R01. That's the model number. So let's open it and let's have a little peek inside the box. Have you guessed what it is yet? You probably have with the title of the video. We've got the instructions and we've got the aftercare for when you buy it and you need to maybe get a new part or something. So let's have a look. Let's put it here and show you what I saw when I first saw this. Ooh, yes, it is a hot air engine. Let's get it up. You ready for this? Because I am so impressed with this. Here it is. Let's just make that a bit brighter for you so you can see what it is. There we are. But yeah, it is a Retrol R01 hot air engine. And look at this model. It is so nicely presented, and you know, it is such a lovely looking model, and the craftsmanship and the attention to detail is really nice. So a little backstory with me and hot air engines. I really love hot air engines. I love the way they look, I love the way that they work, and you know, the history behind them and what they were actually made for. They're not the most powerful engine in the world, but they were used for like either pumping water or running just one machine, the full-size ones these anyway. And this one is designed off of the Ryder Ericsson model, where everything is concealed in one cylinder there. So you've got two pistons. You've got the main piston, which is on the outside, and then you've got the displacer piston, which is on the inside. And basically how a hot air engine works is that you've got your fire, which is in here in a little door which does open, and that's where you light it. This is gas powered. You've got the gas cylinder right there for the fuel, and basically when the hot air gets into the piston, it will push it up. I don't actually know which way this goes yet, but it'll basically push the piston up when the hot air expands, and then the cool air, which is in the at the top here with the water going through, that will then displace the hot air and then pull the piston down, and then the system will just keep going and going. And you know, it's such a lovely model. Let me just zoom in for you to just show you some of the bits here. So yeah, look at it. There's your water pump right here, and you actually prime this. This is your little primer cup. So you prime this and you fill your water in here with distilled water. I've got some ready to put in. You've got your gas control valve here, and you've got your gas line going through here. There is a little rubber bit there, so if anything was to move or change, then it's got the flexibility. Your chimney goes there. There is a little pack. I will assemble it before we run it. You've got your flywheel, and it's quite a nice hefty flywheel to keep the engine going. It's on a lovely wooden base. There's your fire door there, and yeah, it is very nice. I've seen many videos of these working online, and you know, I thought, well, I was going to ask for another engine, and they said, do you want this one? And I'm like, yeah, let's review this one. But yeah, it is very nice. I'm very impressed with this, and if it runs as good as it looks, I'll be even more impressed. So yeah, let's prepare the engine for its first run. Okay, so we got the model here. I have just been over it just to make sure everything was straight and all that. I had to straighten out this rod here. It was a tiny bit bent, but you know, it would still run if it was like the way it was. But with my sort of OCD, like I just wasn't. I wanted it to look perfect. So the filling of the gas. Now you can. I have seen people do it with this butane lighter gas for lighters that are gas and all that, and you can also use, now I haven't found it yet, but I will try it with this to see if it will fill it up and keep gas in the actual container there. You can use the big butane propane gas things for like your blow torches. Now I have a little fitting which is in one of my boxes, which I need to get out if this doesn't work, that will fill it up with a longer neck. Now I use it for my 16mm gauge steam locomotive that I have in the garden, and I might do a video of that one day. If you'd like to see that, then yeah, let me know. But anyway, so we're gonna make sure that this valve is shut. So righty tighty, I will just bring it round here, make sure it is all there for you so you can see me do it. Now, the thing that people have had problem with is that it hits this little air thing here, but I'm hoping that I think it's filling up. The thing is with these things, you can't tell how when it's full. Definitely sounds like it's going in. So yeah, we'll see what that does. So let's have a feel. It is cold, so I probably have managed to get some in there. I don't know how big the actual gas, how much it will hold. Let's just have a listen and see if it will hiss. Ah, yes, there we go. Can you hear that? So it is filling up with gas. That's brilliant. Okay, so that does work. But the thing is, though, I mean, I've read in the instructions that when you fill it up, I think you just have to do few quick bursts of it. So in the thing, it says install the brass smoke pipe on the furnace body, fill the fuel bottle with gas and turn on the fuel switch. So it says fill it up with gas, but it doesn't say whether to keep continuously going or just to do short bursts, but we'll see what happens. So that's the gas. I will now grab the water, and I will fill up the water container, and I will also prime the engine to show you how that works. So I have now got the distilled water here. Got a little cap full. Hopefully it'll be enough for the actual water reservoir tank thing there. Got a syringe. I've got one which doesn't have the needle, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw this in, and then I'm going to fill up the little pot. Oh, it could be here a while. I would pour it in, but I don't want to ruin that wood. It is such lovely wood. I think about halfway at the moment. I think we're about halfway. Yeah, I think we're about halfway. That might be enough. Right, and now we're going to prime it. So this little cap screws off. I don't know how. God, that's tight. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. It's going. It's so tiny that, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That you could easily lose it. So I'm going to draw just a little bit in, and I'm going to put that there. Ah, I knew that would happen. Right, up, down, all the way down. Okay. So we got a little bit in there. I might do just a tad more just to be on the safe side. I'm hoping that it will fill the whole system up. If it comes out here, then I know it's priming, but we'll see. Aha, yes, look, can you see it coming out? Right, so we know that that is primed. Right, gotta put this tiny little cap back on. It's like you've gotta have like tiny fingers to get this on. Be afraid to cross thread the thing. Right, I think, yeah, that's on. Just about. Not really anything to grab onto with that. Yeah, that'll do. Right, got the water done. I'll put that to one side just in case we need any more. Now we are going to oil all the moving parts. So we are now here. Oh, silly of me, I started the video and I haven't got my oiler. Excuse the wobbling. I would cut it out, but I want to do this live. Oh, sorry. So for oiling, we're going to be using this. This is, oh, there it is. This is a Gauge Master very fine needle oiler, and that will get just the right amount of oil into the moving parts. Like I said, these engines, well, these engines don't need a hell of a lot of oil, but because of the small size of the engine, it's it doesn't need a hell of a lot of oil. So these oiling pens, they're pretty cool. I quite like them. I've used them for model railways before, and it's very fine needle, so it gets into all the little crevices. So there's a hole up here. Let's just see if it comes out. Oh, I might have to take a cap off. Okay. Have we got? Oh no, yeah, it is going through. It's just very stuck. Why isn't that going through? Bear with me, guys. This doesn't seem to be working. All right, so I figured out what was wrong. There was a tiny little bit of gunk in the thing. So let's try that again. Yeah, there we go. Little drop there. Drop there. There. In the working slide bits there. Got two bearing caps up here with little holes. Back movement there. The little slide here. And then there. The pump gland. Oh yeah, there's two little bits down in there. Down there. Down there. I think that's all the moving parts. Oh, and down there. So yeah, we'll just move it up and down a minute. Let all that lubricant go through. Lovely. Now, it doesn't say to lubricate the piston. Now, I did look at someone else's review and they said to slow it down. They actually did put a little drop of oil around it. So I am going to put just a tiny bit around there. Not a lot. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Yep, I think that'll do. So we are all oiled up. I'll go and get a lighter and we will light the fire. One thing I didn't do was put the chimney on. So I shall do that now. This is the chimney. It just pushes. I'll turn the model around and I'll show you. See that spout there? It just push fits. In there, like so. I want to make sure it's nice and straight. That's not straight. There we go. Sort of. Yeah, there we go. So that's now on. Oh, it doesn't look very straight to me. It's might just be me. No, that's fine now. Okay, so right, you can see the fire hole door there. I got my lighter. Let's turn on the gas and try and get it going. There we go, we're lit. And we got out again. I think it's just a fine tune trying to get it to go on. But as you can see, little blue flare there, that's now lit. And all we need to do now is wait. Be in a minute or so, and I think it's almost there. Gotta wait a few more minutes, I think. I'll shut the door. We're away! Oh, that runs alright, that does. And just the right speed, I like it as well. Are we pumping water? I hope so. If not, I might have to prime that again. Might have to prime that again whilst it's running a minute. But yeah, as you can see, it's not pumping the water through. The gas burner gone out. Oh yeah, gas burner's gone out. Well, whilst that's heating up again, I will just put some more water in the primer here. God, this little thing is so fiddly. If I lose it, I'm afraid I'm not going to get it back again. Right, try again. There we go, we're pumping now. door is hot. Ow. There we go. That's better. It's pumping. A very small pump, but it is pumping. Has it gone out again? Something tells me we need a little bit more on the gas. There we go. Very nice. I do like it. Well, what can I say? It is a very nice running engine. I am so happy with this. I've always wanted a hot air engine like that style, and to have one that is small enough to keep in the house, amazing. And if you guys want one of these, if you go to stirlingkit.com and type in Josh Lee, that is JOSHLEE, all in capitals, one word, at checkout, you can get 10% off this and other models that are on their site. This has been running quite nicely now. I think it must be going for about 5-10 minutes maybe. But yeah, thank you ever so much Stirlingkit for sending this one out. I was not expecting you to ask me about this one, and I hope that we'll have more coming from them in the future. But yeah, apart from that, very nice engine, very well done. So yeah, I'm very happy. So I thank you ever so much for watching the video, and I hope it's made your decision whether to get one of these or not. And stay tuned for more videos like this to come, and of bigger rallies. I'm on my way to Morwenham Quay in a couple of weekends time with my Lister D, so we'll have a video of that. So hope to see you then. Cheers and go on.